So today I'm talking when we tend to use hands-on techniques, osteopathic techniques. So when do we tend to use osteopathic techniques or hands-on techniques in our consultations? So when do we tend to use hands-on techniques or other osteopathic techniques in our clinic session? So when do we tend to use hands-on techniques in our osteopathic consultations? Generally, what you're coming in with and what level of pain that you're in will dictate how much of a preference we tend to use towards hands-on techniques, osteopathic techniques, or manual therapy. So when do we tend to prefer hands-on techniques in our consultations? Well, depending on what level of pain that you're in and the condition that you're coming in with, these factors will dictate what responds well, when things don't respond well, and usually if pain levels are higher, particularly in the earlier stages or phases of an injury, this is when hands-on techniques can be much more effective and give you the maximum return on maximum return. So when do we tend to use hands-on techniques in clinic? Well, it depends on what you're coming in with, so it varies on the condition and what stage of the injury you're in. Typically, the hands-on techniques are really quite effective in the early stages. They can help create a little bit of movement through the areas that are involved with the injury and help desensitize the areas and get you moving more comfortably and moving more as a consequence. Now, as things progress and as things start to improve, generally the hands-on techniques won't tend to make quite as much of an impact. And as a result, that's when we tend to switch up and favour exercise rehabilitations that will involve specific exercises to help build your body's capacity and build the resilience and resistance that it has towards the activities that you want to get back to. And that can be scaled right up to sort of professional or elite sports, or it could be something as simple as being able to get down to the shops without having back pain. So everybody loves the sun.